You just have to get in the seat of the new John Deere Gator XUV. Not because it puts work in its place, but because all this versatility kind of just makes your day.
The Brawley Police Foundation is an independent, nonprofit organization that provides grant funding and crucial resources to the Brawley Police Department, with programs that would normally not be funded. These programs directly improve public safety and enhance the quality of life for our citizens.
Now's a better time than ever to get valuable rebates from IID that can help lower your energy bill. IID will double the rebates it pays you when you act before October 31st, 2024 to replace qualified old appliances, AC systems, thermostats, variable speed pool pumps, and much more with eligible energy-conscious upgrades. Apply for IID's double rebate incentive online or call 760-482-3656. IID encourages everyone to take advantage of this opportunity in celebration of Public Power Month.
Grosso's, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1955. Family owned and operated. Located at 1902 West Main Street, El Centro. Grosso's is open Wednesday through Sunday at 5 p.m. Order to go or come in for the Italian dining experience. Inner Care since 1970. When it comes to health care, Inner Care is here to help. With locations throughout the Imperial Valley. Inner Care, improving the health and wellness of the community.
Whether you're looking to purchase or sell, your next home awaits. Give the Dom team a call. With over 50 years of experience and over 100 years in the Imperial Valley, Andy and Doug can help you find the right home at the right price fast. Visit us online at www.thedomteam.com and let Andrew and Doug find the perfect home for you. Call today, 760-337-8600.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
We're here at Burgers and Beer with the best burgers in town.
We get to sit together and enjoy the great food.
I like from Burgers and Beers and the lemonade.
For the fresh iced tea, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
This is wonderful, very fast, very efficient.
I love the great food and family environment.
I love the burgers and the customer service.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
Havens and Sons Trucking is located at 603 East Main Street in El Centro and is a business specialized in gravel, rock, stone, fill dirt, base, landscape rock, topsoil sand, and all your hauling needs.
Ojeda Industries is here to offer solutions with exceptional products and services for all your agricultural, industrial, and power transmission needs. It's Ojeda Industries, hydraulic repair service in Brawley at 1698 Jones Street. Call us at 760-623-7299.
Imperial Flying Service, taking care of the entire Imperial Valley with all your aviation fuel needs. Imperial Flying Service is a proud supporter of our U.S. military, the aviation community, and all Imperial Valley communities.
es el mejor momento para recibir valiosos reembolsos. IID le puede ayudar a reducir su factura eléctrica porque le pagará el doble en reembolsos si actúa antes del 31 de octubre 2024 para reemplazar electrodomésticos viejos que califiquen, como aires acondicionados, termostatos, bombas de agua para albercas y mucho más. Puede aplicar al doble incentivo de IID en línea o llame al 760-482-3656. IID invita a todos a aprovechar esta oportunidad y celebrar la Semana de Energía Pública.
Casbros, it's that time of year again. Team shirt options are available and ready to go out for adult, youth, and toddler sizes. Call us and let us know how we can help at 760-550-6878.
We are Sewing Exchange, a garment manufacturing company. We manufacture to customer specifications. We do cut and sew, sublimation, uniforms, and we have low MOQs. You can contact us at 442-231-8527 or email sewingexchangeinc@gmail.com, and we are located at 321 East Main Street, El Centro, California.
Carrillo. Majorette is Alisa Chilpa. Top flight captain, Genesee Felix. Co-captain, Edwin Romero. Lieutenant, Regina Ferrer.
Cortez. All along the border on a Friday night, this is exciting Imperial Valley football on VSN Sports.net, the Valley Sports Network, and your source for Imperial Valley Sports. For John Moreno, this is Vic Carrillo of Bulldog Media at Cal Jones Field in El Centro, California, as the visiting Calexico Bulldogs take on the homecoming celebrating Centro Spartans. As Calexico looking for their first league victory, the Spartans coming off a resounding 51-6 victory over Southwest last week for the city championship. And they're fired up tonight as the stands are starting to fill up on the home side. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the real deal, that master blaster, the voice of choice, your friend and mine, Johnny Mo, John Moreno Brown.
Well, Vic, this is it. We've got 3 games left. This is the Central Calexico IVL game. This is one of the long rivalries in the Imperial Valley. But tonight we've got a special guest tonight. I want to introduce to you one of our coaches that has been at Calexico for many years, coaching the freshman, JV, and varsity levels. Please welcome Ruben Castro. How you doing, Coach?
Hey, I'm doing good, John. Hey, it's good to be here with you guys. It's exciting, man. I've been thinking about it all day. The Bulldog-Spartan rivalry. It just brings back those chills down the spine. It's going to be an awesome night tonight, John.
Well,
can't wait for kickoff.
I hope we have a close game. I hope the Bulldogs come out and put up a dogfight against these tough Central Spartans, who are now ranked 3 in the IVL behind Brawley and Imperial.
Well, Imperial, the lone undefeated team in the Imperial Valley League, and Hopeville that gave a 52-14 spanking last night at Willis Ward Field in Calexico against Vincent Memorial. That was a surprise, John, because last year it was on a 2-point conversion, last second play for the Hopeville Vikings to pull it out and to get their victory. And so tonight, Calexico looking to break back into the win column, and El Centro responded after their heartbreaking loss to the Imperial Tigers to open up league play, and where they took it to the Southwest Eagles. But John, back to you.
Well, let's talk about the Central offense. They're home tonight. They're coming off a big victory over Southwest. They're looking at Calexico and how to stop Calexico. Calexico's looking at the same thing with the Spartans, but Nico Viesca, Joshua Garcia, Jared Martin, who's not going to play tonight.
He suited up tonight, John, for parent night and senior night, but he's still nursing a leg injury, and they don't want to risk him getting injured before they play the Brawley Wildcats for the Bell game.
And then Luis Jimenez, their quarterback. So Central's got some weapons out there. They're going to be using them tonight, and let's see how Calexico responds to that.
Well, they balance the pass with a run. Joshua Garcia is the favorite target of Luis Viesca, who has 11 touchdown passes to his credit, but 9 interceptions. So somebody will catch the ball when he throws it, whether it's his intended receiver or a defensive back. And then the running of Nico Viesca, John, he's a game breaker. He can run from sideline to sideline, end zone to end zone. So on any given play, he has the ability to break a long one for a TD.
And then Calexico, we got the third quarterback, Israel Reis. And Ruben, can you comment on Israel and what he's done so far?
You know, Israel Reis came on as a sophomore a couple of years ago and has worked his way up into the varsity. He's been struggling a little bit catching on to the offense, but it seems like this is going to be his breakthrough week. There's been a couple of adjustments that Coach Solano made with a fullback, which makes our plays are going to hit a little bit quicker and a little bit harder down the line.
So Calexico has been plagued with injuries, and now we've got we played the 4 toughest team. This is the 4th, starting with Hopeville, Brawley, and Imperial, and now Central. We've got injuries in the backfield, but Leonel Calchola, the standout sophomore from last year, is also injured.
You know what? There aren't many guys that are injured, but Calexico has that mentality of the next man up, and they're ready to go.
Well, John, you know, Calexico has suffered 3 consecutive defeats, but to powerhouses. First, the Hopeville Vikings, who are surprisingly undefeated. Well, I shouldn't say surprisingly, because they finished the season last year on a 7-game run to the Division V CIF Championship of the San Diego section, when Alonso Cuevas and Alan Carrillo, the sophomore tandem quarterback and receiver, brought new life and energy to the Hopeville offense. And they parlayed that into 7 consecutive victories this season as they're undefeated along with the Imperial Tigers.
Well, as we get set for the coin toss, the captains are now coming onto the field.
What?
I understand that we have honorary captains from the David Gloria family.
Well, you could talk about that, but for representing Calexico will be number 55, Luis Vasquez, number...
Coach David Gloria.
We'll pause for this recognition.
Thank you. And now, for the national anthem, the trumpet trio will be performed by Greg Bagana, Karen Baeza, and Isaiah Welch.
Fernandez gets a first down. He's got a room up the middle. And a big gain for Jose Fernandez.
Give it to Vieska. Vieska up the middle, right side. Vieska is going to walk in.
Gone.
He's gone.
He's gone.
See ya, Vieska. 5:07. Spartans now with 12 points.
We're back here live at Cal Jones Field, Centro, Calexico. Captain now coming onto the field.
Number 55, Luis Vasquez, representing Calexico, along with teammate number 11, Julian York, number 71, Chris Fernandez, and number 73, Joseph Guzman. For the Central Spartans, it'll be number 2, Nico Vieska, number 3, Alex Trejo, number 5, Emiliano Morales, number 7, Matthew Lizaola, 14, Gavin Mora, and 22, Jared Martin. Tonight's officials representing the Imperial Valley Football Officials Association, the head referee wearing the white hat, Nathan Binkins. The umpire is Michael Garcia. The head linesman is Isaac Silva. The line judge is John Robb. And the back judge is your friend and mine, Fred Ramsey. An outstanding crew, John, for an outstanding game that we're going to be live streaming here on VSN.
Jared Martin. Number 14, Gavin Mora.
Well, yeah, it's good. We're just about to start, Vic, and I think you set the tone at the first series of play, and then see what happens.
Well, John, let's talk about the 3 keys for each team. Calexico, what do they need to rebound tonight and earn respectability here at Cal Jones Field?
Well, they got to move the ball. They've been having trouble moving that ball forward, and last week against Imperial, I mean, there wasn't that much yardage gain, either throwing the ball or even if we did throw the ball, they were just running the ball.
And Ruben, what have they worked on this week for this tough opponent like Central?
Well, this week they worked on getting Israel back on, Israel Reese back on, and Israel did a great job of recovering from an ankle injury, and he's taped up, ready to go. And I think last week running with a smaller quarterback and a big line in front of him made it a little bit difficult. But I expect something big from Calexico today.
Okay, John, and the keys for the Central Spartans, who rebounded from that tough and heartbreaking loss to the Imperial Tigers by taking it out on the Southwest Eagles last week for the city championship, and they want to continue that run and roll into the Bell Week 2 weeks from now.
They've established their identity, and a lot of their identity is running the ball with Vieska, who goes on the Wildcat from time to time, and especially when they're down close to the end zone. So they've got to control the game by establishing the run.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it there. We'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
October is here with spine-chilling deals at Al Centro Motors. Drive away in a 2024 Ford Bronco with an APR as low as 3.9% plus up to $2,000 cash back on select models. Or if you prefer, get a 2024 F-150 with an APR as low as 1.9% $1,000 cash back and an extra $1,000 when you trade in your vehicle. And remember, if you don't come see us first, we can't save you any money. It's just that easy at Al Centro Motors.
Well, back here live at Cal Jones Field. Thank you, El Centro Motors, for your sponsorship this year. And Calexico will be kicking off to the Spartans. And number 19, Dominic Diaz, will be kicking off. Back to receive would be Emiliano Morales and Joshua Garcia.
Joshua Garcia.
Yeah. 5 is Emiliano Morales and Joshua Garcia.
Offensively, when the Spartans take the field, they'll go with number 6, Luis Jimenez at quarterback. He has 71 completions on 123 pass attempts for 933 yards and 11 touchdowns. But the go-to man is number 2, running back Nico Vieska, 138 carries for 745 yards and 12 touchdowns to his credit. The favorite receiver is Josh Garcia, 6 receptions, 184 yards and 3 TDs.
And the kick out of bounds.
So it's a squib kick, and the Spartans will be at the 35 will get the ball.
The other starters are wide receiver number 21, CJ Acosta, and Angel Vasquez, number 27. Offensively on the line, they'll go with center Alexander Sandoval, 77. The left guard is Sergio Perez, 79. The left tackle is number 55, Edwin Contreras. The right guard is 65, Joshua Munoz. And number 73, Andres Contreras, is the right tackle. We'll also see Malachi Rodriguez in there for certain plays. We'll give you the Bulldog defense after this play.
1st and 10, Central Spartans at the 35. Out of the gun, Luis Jimenez. And Viesca finds a big hole up the middle, and he'll take it to the 49. A pickup of 15 yards, took it midfield at the 49, 14-yard pickup. So just like that, Nico Viesca establishing the ground game.
Central pulled the guard on that one and trapped our defensive tackle, enabling the running back to pick up big yards.
There was a big hole right there. 1st and 10 at the 49. 2 receivers to the near side. Morales in motion. Going in that direction, left side, and that is number 3 for the Spartans. That's Alex Trejo. Will take it across midfield to about the 48. So 2nd and 7 for Central. First quarter of play.
I think we could expect to see a lot of screens in this game. Central loves to use the screen to set up their long pass.
Well, is it more like a safety valve right over the line of scrimmage, or do they actually set up the blockers?
Morales coming this way, turns it up the field at the 45 and lowers his shoulder into the 40 to the 37. So he'll pick up 1st and 10 and about 10-yard gain for number 5, Emiliano Morales. So the Spartans moving the ball, getting a second first down here in the first quarter.
Doing a good job of working the perimeter there, John. Yeah. Trying to get to our defensive backs, trying to get to Calexico's defensive backs.
1st and 10 at the 37 going in. 3 receivers to the left side. Jimenez looking to the right, finds a receiver.
Fumble.
And is that a fumble?
That is a fumble.
The pass for number 21 popped out of his hands. That's C.J. Acosta.
However, he fumbled it out of bounds, John, so it remains Central ball.
2nd down here.
So Central will gain 7 yards. The ball at the Calexico 29. Jimenez out of the shotgun. Viesca with a handoff and brought down by number 88 for Calexico. But not till the Spartans get another first down and at the 21.
That was a straight power dive right down the middle.
But just say,
Central
here we go, come at me.
Yeah.
Viesca and Jimenez. Joshua Garcia split to the near side. And fumbled and the snap and is brought down hard by 18 and 77 for Calexico.
18 is Perez, a senior, comes into the game with 5 tackles to his credit, and 77 was Vidal.
Marcel Vidal.
So 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
So the Spartans in all blue uniforms with white trim, the Bulldogs in all white with garnet trim. Here at Cal Jones Field, 9:15 remaining in the first quarter. Opening drive for the Spartans.
Viesca right up the gut one more time.
Viesca with a gain of 4.
Short gain on the play to bring up 3rd down. Gain of about 3 on the play.
Running behind the blocking of Joshua Munoz and Andres Contreras, picks up 3 tough yards. They're inside the red zone. What do you look for here, Ruben, on this type of play in this area?
Well, I expect to see Central throw a screen on this. It's 3rd and long, and many teams love to throw that screen. There it is. They got their tunnel screen growing, and caught from behind by number 55, Luis Vasquez.
Morales with the reception.
Emiliano Morales.
3, maybe 4. Bring up 4th down and maybe 3.
And that was Luis Vasquez making the tackle there.
So looks like they're bringing out their field goal unit with 8:33 remaining in the first quarter.
And that would be Malachi Rodriguez, number 57, attempting, what would you say, John, a 30-yarder?
14 and 17 is 31 yards.
Atta boy, cowboy. You're in the groove, Jackson. But
they're going to go for it.
They're in their heavy formation.
That's Wildcat to Viesca right there. And does he gets the first down? Does he take it inside the 10?
Takes it inside the 10, maybe down to the 7-yard line. Move those chains. It looks like a first down. It'll be first and goal.
That kind of looks like the same play Holtville was running on Vincent yesterday. He does it at that power.
Yeah, that was that big formation that they had.
And they're running
all offensive linemen from end to end.
Using an unbalanced line.
First and goal, Viesca with a Wildcat. And finding a lot of room as he takes it even closer to the goal line. He's at the 1, so it'll be third and goal from the 1. Second and goal from the 1. So the Central Spartans.
And look like number 4, Ramirez, making the tackle from his safety position, stopping a touchdown. So it's second and goal from the 1-yard line. Another Wildcat. He's met in the backfield by number 18 for the Bulldogs.
Was that a fumble? Oh, they called him down.
He'll be short.
That was Perez in to make the stop.
Second down here.
So the Bulldog rush defense is rising to the occasion here with 6:56 remaining.
Third and goal.
So what would you say is the strength of the Bulldog defense? The defensive line, the linebackers, the corners?
You know what? Their linebackers are tough as nails. Tough as nails, the linebackers. They're a little bit undersized, but they'll bring it to you.
Viesca, left side, gets away and takes it in. Touchdown, Central. Nico Viesca from a yard out, takes it to the house.
So with 6:36 gone in the first quarter, or remaining in the first quarter, the Spartans draw first blood here at Cal Jones Field, 6-0. And so we'll get set for the Malachi Rodriguez point after attempt.
It's
the holders number 3, Alex Trejo Sandoval with the snap. The snap, the hold, the kick. And what say you, John?
Well, now it's 7-0 Central. And now we'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
Lee Tire Company. We are a local, family-owned business specializing in tires and automotive needs. We are located at 114 Main Street, El Centro. Call us at 760-352-1721. Imperial.
Back here live at Cal Jones Field, Central 7, Calexico 0.
Miguel Vega with the kick.
To Dominic Flores at the 1, coming up. 5, 10, 15, and stopped at the 20.
He brought down by number 51.
And that was number 50, Arik Reyes. So the Calexico Bulldogs will take over inside their own 20-yard line at the 19.
One more time.
Offensively, the Bulldogs will go with Chris Fernandez at center. The left guard is Alexander Guevara, number 64. The left tackle, 73, Joseph Guzman. Right guard is 55, Luis Vasquez. And the right tackle is Eduardo Cáceres. Quarterback is Israel Reese, number 28. He'll be joined by Arar Silva and Jose Fernandez. In motion, number 4, Joshua Rodriguez.
And had nothing there as Fernandez, the ball carrier, number 27.
Calexico looks
Andre
like
Lopez, excuse me.
Calexico looks like it came out in the pistol formation. quarterback at pistol with an I formation on the fullback, which I haven't shown all year long. Coach Solano, I know, expected that play to hit a little bit harder and a little bit quicker, but the Central Spartans did a good job of penetrating on that play.
2nd and 12 for Calexico at the 17-yard line. Joshua Ramirez, number 4. Israel Ruiz. Fernandez finds a room up the middle. He's at the 35, the 40, at the 45-yard line up. Gain of 10, 20, almost 30 yards on Jose Fernandez.
That was Lopez.
Andre
Lopez. That's
okay.
okay.
Number 5, Emiliano Morales, who comes into the game with 20 tackles, making that touchdown-saving tackle there, but not until they pick up a first down and, more importantly, advance the ball to the Bulldog 45-yard line.
Andre Lopez, correction.
Calexico going right to left on your screen. They're westward bound, John, here in a beautiful night for football. The air is crisp and cool, and the grass is green. What more could you ask for?
Hot popcorn. 1st and 10, Calexico. Number 24.
That's Arad Silva.
Arad Silva picks up 10. Will they move the chains?
That's a first down for the Bulldogs.
1st and 10. That was Arad Silva coming around this way.
Excellent block thrown by number 88.
The ball carrier.
Perez.
And this is exactly what Calexico has to do all night long, is move the ball, keep it on the ground, burn the time.
Correction.
Burn the time. Keep the ball
88,
off.
Aron Valdez, number 88, throwing a key block, allowing Silva to get some extra running room. Another first down as he takes it from the Calexico 45 to the Central 45. 4:12 remaining here in the first quarter. Central 7, Calexico 0.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. And Reese will keep it that time, but
short gain.
Maybe a yard.
Brought down immediately by nose guard number 59, Davian Hartsfield. Hartsfield with 29 tackles thus far in the season. Quickly wrapping up Reese there for a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. The ball at the 44-yard line.
Looks like Calexico wants to establish something inside the guards. That's the 3rd time they run inside the guards.
Well, Israel Reese, I'm not sure if that was what he wanted to do, keep the football. He looked like he was hesitating.
And it was a keep. It was a keep. It's a predetermined call on that, John.
Okay.
So defensively, the Spartans go with number 3, Alex Trejo at cornerback. Number 5, Emiliano Morales at rover. Number 7, Matthew Lisaola at middle linebacker. 9, Joshua Garcia as the safety. 12, Javi Turno is the cornerback. We'll give you the remaining starters, particularly Gavin Mora, number 14, who's the Wildcat linebacker.
Reese gets sacked and loses the football.
And the Spartans will recover.
And
the Spartans get the ball back.
Number 35, Ryan Smith.
Recovered by number 8, Christopher Alvarez.
Sure looks like Calexico was trying to hit a tight end pop pass on that.
But they didn't give enough time.
They didn't have a second and a half to throw that ball.
So that turnover will give the Spartans the ball at the Bulldog 41-yard line. The Spartans with a win at their back here as they're eastbound towards the STEM building. John, this is a beautiful campus. Calexico will be looking just as beautiful, if not better, when they complete their buildings.
Once we get the brick and mortar. 1st and 10, Central. Luis Jimenez with a snap. Looking left side, right side. Pass intended, looking for Joshua Garcia here.
He was denied inside the inside lane by number 7 of Calexico.
Well, that's number 17.
Julian
17.
Vidal. Julian Vidal.
Julian has come a long ways there, Vic. You know, I got to coach him as a sophomore when he was a little bit lighter, and he just developed a little bit of speed, got a little bit stronger, and got himself into varsity starting the 2nd year.
We'll talk about the role that the JV plays in getting these guys ready for varsity competition.
2nd and 10, Viesca. And Julian York in there.
Julian York in
Swiftly.
to make the stop along with number 3, Lionel Canchola.
What a great read by Julian. He saw that guard pull for the trap, and he shot that open window and did a great job of hitting that guy in the backfield.
2:27 remaining in the first quarter and counting. Central with a 3rd and 10. Rolling left side. Jimenez looking on the run, shoots it. And looking to throw at number Morales. And number 10 was also in the mix there. That's Miguel Vega.
Well, John, I was being a little facetious on the passing ability of Jimenez this year. Even though he has a lot of completions for yardage, he's thrown 11 touchdown passes, but he's also thrown 9 interceptions. So somebody's going to catch the ball when he releases it if it doesn't fall incomplete.
It's a great job by Calexico holding Central to three and out here.
Dominic Flores back to receive the punt. And number 10, Miguel Vega. And he'll go out of bounds.
He was looking for the corner coffin, as they used to say.
It's going to be right at the.
That looks like he's going to pick it up at about the 12, 15-yard line there. Yep, 15-yard line.
So we're approaching the 2-minute mark, 2:07 remaining here in the first quarter.
With a bad moon rising.
Bad moon arising, bad moon rising.
So Calexico was able to hold that series and get the ball back. So 1st and 10 at the 16.
That was some great adjustments by the Calexico coaching staff there, John.
Now we have Fernandez in the backfield, number 32. Is that correct, Ruben?
Yes, no, that looks like
number
yes,
30?
it is Fernandez.
Jose.
Arad Silva.
And then he's just pounding his way up the middle with a pickup with a gain of about 7.
Running behind the blocking of Alexander Guevara, 64, and Joseph Guzman, 73, able to create a running lane where he picked up 7 tough yards, make it a 2nd and 3.
The quarterback, Reese, did a great job of reading on that option. He picked up that DN coming straight up on him, and he let that ball go right down the middle for 7 yards.
What are the running strengths of Fernandez? Only a sophomore.
Fernandez is a power runner. When I first met him, I met him as somebody told me he's a breakaway runner, but he's just a power runner. Last year we had a game in San Diego with a freshman where he must have run for over 250 yards. He just ran over some people.
2nd and 3.
He gets the handoff again.
And a little hesitation and no gain.
Number 59, Davian Hartfield.
He's in the brings up 3rd and short.
And to make the stop, the Spartans going with Gavin Mora, number 14, number 30, Noah Flores, number 35, Ryan Smith, and 59, Damian Hartfield, there in the front 3.
Third down.
If you're looking for Jared Martin, he's on the sidelines. He's suited up, but not playing in tonight's ball game.
About a half a minute to go in the first quarter. 3rd and 4 for the Bulldogs.
Ooh. Off tackle by Fernandez.
It's off tackle by Fernandez. There we go. Oh, another option.
Oh my God! Nope, nothing there. It was.
Yeah, Israel held that ball a little too long. He took too long to make that read. Didn't give Fernandez a chance to get going.
So
and,
Ryan Smith and Davian Hartfield in again. So it would look like a promising beginning on this offensive series after forcing the Spartans to punt.
And that's the end of the first quarter. It's 7-0. Spartans on top.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the Sewing Exchange. Need expert sewing and alterations? Visit the Sewing Exchange. Fast, reliable service for all your tailoring needs at 321 East Main Street in El Centro. And by La Fonda Bar and Grill. Authentic Mexican food is at La Fonda Mexican Bar and Grill, from sizzling fajitas to famous enchiladas. Visit us today for a taste of tradition. By Esqued Realty. Thinking of selling or buying property?
Trust the experts at Esqued Realty with unmatched local knowledge and offering professional and friendly service, the mark of excellence. Arctic Air, beat the heat with our top-of-the-line Carrier air conditioning systems at Arctic Air Conditioning and Heating. Stay cool or warm now that the temperature is changing, is going down. Call Arctic Air at 352-8855. And by El Centro Motors, looking for unbeatable deals, head to El Centro Motors in El Centro. Get a huge savings on your favorite Ford models. And by Sanders Architecture and Engineering. Discover innovation with Sanders Architecture and Engineering. Building the future today. Wishing all Valley teams a safe and successful season. So Calexico getting set to punt. And back to receive at his own 43-yard line. Looks like number 9, Joshua Garcia.
And that's Dominic Diaz punting for Calexico.
Low punt, takes a Bulldog bounce. Joshua picking it up at the 30, 35, 40, 45 midfield. Streaking down the sideline. And all the way back, Joshua Garcia. But there's a flag at midfield.
Might have been blocking in the back, but Joshua Garcia, John, picking up the punt, weaving his way between the hash mark and the sideline. But what was confusing, where the numbers on the field are, is that girls' flag football line, John. I thought he was running out of bounds.
Yeah, right, because he came. There's that line that.
There's that other lane.
Bound line.
Butch Morales, and a shout out to Butch. Last week was talking about about a cover 3 and a cover 2 and the hash marks and the zones, etc. Now you've got a cover 6 with all these extra lines.
Cover 6, that's 6 guys in the back. Personal foul, so that nullifies that touchdown.
John, it's a little difficult standing up here and not being a coach. I almost started holding there at about the 45-yard line.
And it looked like he may have stepped out of bounds up here.
That was the flag football line.
Ruben, we've been doing it. We've been up here for 31 years, and we just started last week sorting it out. Armchair quarterbacks up here.
Second quarter of play starting now. First and 10 Central.
The Spartans go with Viesca in the backfield and Luis Jimenez at quarterback.
At the 38, and they'll stop the play in motion.
If you really take a look at the play that Central's running right now, it's very similar to Calexico's Valley play, where they try to kick out on that D end and then they bring a pulling guy through. Calexico likes to kick out with their tight end and then bring that wing back through. So it's a similar type play, and it's Calexico runs it in the A gap, whereas Central's running it out here at the C gap.
So who on the defensive side are they trying to key on? Are they trying to suck in? Who do they see as the most vulnerable?
They're attacking number 18, Ian. Ian's being under attack.
There it is again.
There it is again.
And pressure was put on by number 55 for the Bulldogs.
Luis
Vasquez. And he just came in like a runaway freight train. Jimenez couldn't do much.
The skill set you have at quarterback, Luis Jimenez, number 6. The running backs are Nico Viesca, along with Emiliano Morales, number 5. You'll see a little bit of Miguel Vega, number 10. Josh Garcia, the leading receiver, number 9. Wide receiver, CJ Acosta, 21, along with Angel Vasquez, number 27.
Viesca to the right side finds a big hole, breaks one tackle, and is stopped from behind by number 17. That's Julian Vidal, but not after he picks up a good 25 yards.
Well, Johnny, Viesca kind of reminds me of Macanita Lapham, with his knees that high action, like little pistons.
Nobody knows Macanita, Vic, but...
after tonight's game, John, they'll know him, particularly those in Calexico.
But he was a good baseball coach, right? Played for the Aguilas.
He played with the Aguilas, a good baseball player.
On that last play, the center did a good job of coming out and picking up that middle linebacker, and that's what really popped that play open.
It's Luis Jimenez, 3 receivers to the right side for the Spartans. First and 10 at the 38-yard line. That's Viesca to the left.
Viesca running hard
and
Pushed out of bounds by Julian Vidal, a senior.
So he got another first down, a gain of 10.
First down again.
Vidal with 19 tackles.
10 minutes remaining, second quarter. First
Here
and
this
10.
season.
Spartans at the Bulldog 28-yard line. Jimenez going to the right, looking for a receiver. Throws it into a crowd, and the number 10, Miguel Vega, with a touchdown as he was heavily guarded.
Well, Ruben, you had two receivers in the same vicinity and two defenders. Was that a busted play on the Central side, or was that by design?
That's exactly right. So coaches never want two receivers in the same place because you bring in that extra defender. And that Central receiver was just in the perfect place and now jumped the two the safety and the corner.
An excellent play by Miguel Vega as we get set for the Malachi Rodriguez point after.
Kick is up, and the kick is good.
And so with 9:44 remaining in the second quarter, Central has moved up 14-0. Tonight's game is also brought to you by State Farm. Accidents happen, but with Marianne Valenzuela Finley's State Farm Insurance, you're covered. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You're covered 50 miles into Mexico. Call today for a free quote. And by Burgers and Beer, the perfect combo. Come to Burgers and Beer, juicy, mouth-watering burgers and your favorite beverage. Visit Burgers and Beer for the best burgers in town. And by Ivy Welding and Mechanical. Need expert welding and mechanical services? Trust the pros who get it done right, on time, every time. Call Ivy Welding and Mechanical, precision in every spark. And by Keystone HR, need top talent fast? Keystone HR connects you with skilled professionals ready to work. Keystone HR, your key to success at 357-2929. Miguel Vega with a kick going deep. Dominic Flores inside the 5, at the 10, 15, 20, 25. Still on his feet and took it to the 28.
So the Spartans will come out with Alex Trejo, Emiliano Morales, Matthew Lizaola, Josh Garcia, Javi Tremel, along with Gavin Mora, the leading tackler on the Spartan defense with 48 tackles thus far, Noah Flores, Ryan Smith, and Davian Hartfield.
You know, I don't need to tell you guys how important it is for Calexico to go on a scoring drive right now and go into halftime with points on the board.
Yeah,
exactly. I mean, you know, the Calexico is what, averaging less than 14 points a game?
In league,
yes.
It's 3. They've had some tough times. And that's number 27, Andre Lopez. And we've seen that Calexico can move the ball now.
You know what? Calexico can move the ball. It's just they got to out-quick those defensive linemen. Central's linemen are just quick off the ball. Right there, Lopez did a great job of following his guard through the hole. He used his guard perfectly.
So quarterback 28, Israel Reese, getting the play from Coach Solano on the sideline as he comes back to join the huddle. He'll be joining the backfield with number 32, Jose Fernandez, and 24, Arad Silva.
Andre Lopez in the backfield for the Bulldogs, 2nd and 4.
You'll see the wingback, Joshua Ramirez, going in motion, or he's known as the A-back.
And Ramirez kind of went the other way, being chased by a
number
horde
3
of Spartans. I think did he make?
Running back went the wrong way.
That was Alex Trejo, the cornerback, making that stop.
And losing a whole bunch of yards.
Calexico didn't need that at all. You know, but that's things that happen in high school football, I guess. You know, it's.
Raleigh Wildcats 7, Southwest 0, Calapatriot 8, Palo Verde.
Israel Reese is a great kid, John.
Yeah, he is.
And that great Spartan band at the eastern end zone, entertaining the capacity crowd here on the Central side. The Calexico stands are slowly filling up.
3rd and 10 from the 29. Reese Number 27 for Andre Lopez takes it up, and he'll gain 7.
That looks like the play we wanted. Calexico wanted to run on the last play.
So these mental mistakes are also the keys. You know, you
Yes,
minimize
they
those
are.
mental mistakes, and
Well, that was excellent blocking by Alexander Guevara and Joseph Guzman. The Bulldogs are faced with a 4th and 3, down 14-0. They're going to go for it, John. They've got nothing to lose here.
so Israel Reese, Andre Lopez, does he get it? Gets
Oh,
pretty-
he looks
pretty
like he's
close.
right there. He's right there.
Pretty close.
This is going to be a first down.
They came back to the same play
And
there,
they'll
John.
move. They'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. The ball at the 39. So Andre Lopez hitting that hole hard and getting the needed yardage to get a first down for Calexico. 7 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
You know, that first quarter seemed to fly, John, which plays right into Calexico's game plan.
Yeah.
Burn up that time, burn up that time. Getting this first down was crucial.
Empty backfield for Israel Reese and the Bulldogs. Number 24 coming this way.
Arras Silva.
And slips behind the line of scrimmage.
Francisco Carrillo making the tackle. That's going to be a loss.
That was a fly sweep right there, John. He should have followed his pulling guards across the line. I think he outran his blocks.
Don't forget the 50-50.
You know, Calexico's
So
offense.
Ryan Smith in there to make that stop. Number 35. Bulldogs faced with a 2nd and 14. 4-yard loss on that play.
The ball at the 35-yard line of Calexico. Fernandez back in there. And not much there as he was going on the left side. Stopped by number 8,
Christopher Alvarez, a junior, making that stop as the Spartans are substituting freely to keep their defenders fresh. Here with 5:37 remaining in the second quarter. Centro 14, Calexico 0. So a 3rd and 15. Are you going to try to throw a screen pass, stretch the defense, go downfield, or?
The screen pass is a great call, Vic. I think that's the safest thing to do, and it's the most logical thing to do at 3rd and 15.
How's Reese's throwing process?
Reese has beautiful mechanics. He just needs a little bit of time to get that ball out.
Just plugging that hole.
That was number 5.
Emiliano Morales.
Emiliano Morales in to make that stop.
Number 76, I believe that is.
So the Spartans will take over on downs.
Now that particular play has been a bread and butter play for Calexico against other teams. Central has done a good job of scouting it and practicing it and stopping it the way they did.
I stand corrected. That was a 3rd down play, so Dominic Diaz in to punt for Calexico.
Joshua Garcia back to receive.
Joshua Garcia standing at his own 37-yard line.
4.5 minutes to go, second quarter.
Seems like Calexico is missing a player.
Yeah, you're right, Ruben. Oh, the punt was blocked.
It looks like number 21's going to beat everybody to it.
Number 27.
Well, that's 27, Angel Vasquez.
Angel Vasquez.
Angel Vasquez recovering that blocked punt in the end zone, giving the Spartans another 6 points, 20-0.
And those are those mental mistakes you were talking about there, John, that Calexico cannot afford to make. You know, not knowing that you're in the punt team is
yeah.
Well, he might have been on the sidelines on the bench having a hot dog and a Coke.
Well, that was Arras Silva. You know, Arras Silva plays a little bit of everything, and
Touchdown penalty.
And it's kind of strange to see him coming in late. But I think it would have been wise of Calexico to take a 5-yard penalty on that and punt the ball.
Yeah, in lieu of giving up 6 points.
Yeah.
So 4:08 remaining. The Spartan band playing their school fight song on Wisconsin.
And we're getting set for a Malachi Rodriguez extra point attempt.
Kick is up.
And it's good.
And the kick is good.
And so with 4 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in the second quarter, down 21-0, Calexico. We'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
Imperial Valley College is the #1 community college in the nation. Winner of the 2023 Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence.
Back here live at Cal Jones Field, the Spartans are going to kick off. Vega with an end-over-end kick. Dominic Flores fielding it inside the 5. He's at the 10. Still on his feet and taking it to the 26-yard line.
He'll be tackled at the 26-yard line.
So with 3:58 remaining here in the first half, Centro 21, Calexico 0. The Bulldogs will take over.
And, you know, getting some points on the board for Calexico would be this series, hopefully. You know, we've seen some good plays, but.
Well, you know, the most consistently good plays have been the running of Fernandez.
Yes, sir.
So you got to go to your bread and butter. Or as John would say, you got to dance with who brung you.
First and 10, ball at the 27. Fernandez is back, Andre Lopez. And Andre just met by a horde of blue jerseys.
Nothing doing for the Bulldogs, maybe a yard on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, it looks like Calexico's running backs are struggling with those defensive ends because those defensive ends are squeezing that edge really tight now and pushing the running back right into the pulling guard.
I'd like to give out a shout out to our good buddy in Arkansas, Ken Truman James. Great coach, great athlete for the Calexico Bulldogs back in the late 60s. Kenny, we hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Oh, wow,
Quick
right through
pass.
his hands.
That was a beautiful RPO. Beautiful RPO, well called.
Ramirez.
Well, it was a beautiful slant pattern, and he threw a bullet.
Well, it's a run pass option. You know, he took a look at that linebacker. That linebacker's been screaming down and picking us up in the backfield. So we did throw that slant in there.
During a typical practice on a Monday through Thursday, how much time is devoted to the passing game?
You know, we do what we do is we do our individual drills where we work on technique, and then we do our group drill that we call pods, and that's where we begin to look at our defense playing against our offense. Not playing, but working what we want to put in, right? And so we put a Central's linebacker there, and we play him as if he's coming up and reading that belly play and then try to throw that RPO right behind him.
3rd and 9 at the 28.
Well, the execution worked, except the pass was just a little too hard for him to handle.
Looking for number 40. And that is
Jose Ortega.
Jose Ortega. Oh, he's
the ex back or the tight end, along with Aron Valdez, number 88. Other starters on offense for the Bulldogs are Diego Baez, number 6, the Y position, Joshua Ramirez, the A back, and Ortega, the intended receiver there, but all for naught as we're getting set for another Dominic Diaz punt. Hopefully this one won't be blocked. Close, but no cigar, John.
And it goes out of bounds around midfield. And so Centro will take over 1st and 10 with 2:47 remaining in the first quarter.
Wow. Out of bounds at the 49-yard
Tonight's game
line.
is also brought to you by Hart Insurance, full-service insurance agency. By Johnny's Burritos, an Imperial Valley tradition. Keystone HR, Robbie Herrera. Alfred Distributing, family-owned and operated business since 1947. The El Centro Motors. Arctic Air, dependable AC repairs. The El Centro Police Department, dedicated to our community. 1st and 10.
So we got Alex Trejo, number 3, split here to the near side, standing by the 50.
Fakes the dive and shoots it to number 3.
That's Alex Trejo. And pushed out of bounds by number 21 of the Bulldogs.
Dominic Flores.
First down.
So a pickup.
They call him Trey.
A pickup of 10.
Well, enough for a first down. So the ball at the 41-yard line of Calexico. Luis Jimenez came into the game with 71 completions for 11 touchdowns, 933 yards.
Fakes the dive and Jimenez is going deep, airs it out, and intended for Trejo, and there's a flag on the play. And it's probably pass interference.
Ball intended for Trey.
Number 17.
Well, Ruben, is that flag thrown on the spot or half the distance to the goal?
Neither. It's a 15-yard penalty.
Okay. So that's something that's different in high school football
Yes, sir.
and the pros.
Yes, sir. And, you know, when I coach defense, I like to tell them, look, if you feel like you're getting beat, knock them down. It's only a 15-yard gain instead of a touchdown like it would have been. So I think Julian did well in doing what he did because he was beat on that play, and that's about all he could do.
Well,
so it turns into a 15-yard gain.
Yeah, he saved 6 points.
Yes, sir.
1st and 10 at the 26. Jimenez and Viesca. Viesca will take the handoff and runs into some traffic as Luis Vasquez in on the stop and penalty flags.
There will be a holding on that play, John, so that ball will be coming back 10 yards.
It'll bring them back 10 yards. Repeat first down.
So it would look like a promising drive for the Spartans is now having marching backwards with that holding penalty. But this offense can score from sideline to sideline or end zone to end zone.
It's an explosive offense, Dick. Explosive. They're just so efficient with those screens, and they set everything up off those screens.
Hey, John, did you...
1st and 20 at the
whatever happened to the
36.
1960 Falcon?
Going deep, Jimenez rolling to the right side. He finds a receiver. And just like that, Joshua Garcia, touchdown.
So
Central.
How would you describe that pass pattern?
You know, that was a go. That was a go all the way. The receiver did a good job of slowing down, keeping the defensive end below him, and then accelerating just as the ball got there into the ball. So the quarterback threw it over his head, and it looked like the receiver kind of baited the defensive back to stay down low.
Kind of lulled him to hesitate, thinking that he was maybe going to run a button hook, or cut to the inside or run to the sideline.
Exactly.
And so the Malachi Rodriguez point after attempt
is good, and we'll be back with more in a minute on VSN. Back here live, Vic, at Cal Jones Field as we're trying to decipher what year that car is. And Dominic Flores with a Vega kickoff. Running to the left side. and stopped around the 20-21.
And that was number 41 for the Spartans.
So the Bulldogs, with about 2 minutes to go in this first half, down 28-0, as they can't get a rhythm going. And it's been nothing but Centro this first half.
So the Bulldogs will come back out with number 28, Israel Reese, at quarterback. He'll be joined in the backfield with number 32, fullback Jose Fernandez, and 24, the wingback Araf Silva. Diego Baez, number 6, the Y receiver, and number 4, Joshua Ramirez, the A back.
Right now it's Andre Lopez at the tailback, Vic.
And run up the middle.
Making the tackle by himself. We got a timeout, Spartans.
So Andre Lopez was the ball carrier.
Yes, sir.
And the Spartans have called a timeout with under 2 minutes to go, and it's in this homecoming evening here for the Central Spartans.
Senior night evening, right, John?
And that too. They incorporate both of them. But Solano's got to change things up because they're keying out right down the middle on Andre Lopez, and if not him, Fernandez.
Well, what it is they don't respect the passing game of Calexico because it hasn't matured yet to put the fear of God in the defensive secondary.
I think if Calexico would give Israel another 2 seconds to get rid of that ball, I think we'd be in this game. Because Israel does do a great job of reading the RPOs.
You've got to block the line up front's got to give him time.
I agree.
Well, either that or wheel routes coming out of the backfield or little short passes into the flat. You know, in other words, where he gets the ball off in 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds maximum quickly. You know, he doesn't have the time to read the defense to see which of the receivers that are into their pass patterns are open.
Yeah,
you know, start checking down.
Yeah, but I think Coach Bu Torres has done a good job of taking whatever Central's going to give him right now. And right now it seems like it's everything between the guards on that valley play. That's where we're picking up, 10, 7, 5 yards a pop.
Well, coming split out is Aaron Valdez, number 88, with number 4, Joshua Ramirez in the slot.
2nd and 8 from the 23. Up movement.
There's that mental mistake again there, John.
Looks like we have a penalty here.
Well, this is the first year playing organized football for Israel. Is that correct?
He was on the JV last year. He came out early because of an injury, and he came back, I think it was during the summer this summer.
Always at the quarterback position?
No, he was actually at a receiver position. Let me tell you, you put him at receiver, he could make some plays. He's just a natural athlete, Israel.
As soon as we can come up with an offensive formation where he throws the ball to himself.
Yeah. Well, you know what? He came out 2 years ago. Him and Dominic Flores came out. He came out as a sophomore, and Dominic was a freshman. And I remember Dominic disappeared, and I asked Israel, where's that kid that came with you, that athletic kid? And he says, no, that's me.
So Calexico with a 2nd and 3.
It's an encroachment call. And they get the 5 yards. And now Andre Lopez gets a first down. Looks like he may have been face masked.
Lopez, first down, Bulldogs. There is another flag on the play. It'll be face mask against
they're running behind number 55, Luis Vasquez. And he's doing a good job of coming down on that linebacker and leading the way for the tailback.
Vasquez, number 55, playing right guard. His running mate right next to him is number 70, Eduardo Cáceres, the right tackle. So, they've had some moments of brilliance in opening up holes, but they haven't been consistent enough to maintain the ground attack, to pick up yardage and move, instead of playing between the 30s, they need to get the ball into the red zone and score.
Yes, sir.
1st and 10, and Andre Lopez picking up 5 yards.
For Lopez, it'll be 2nd and 4 for the Bulldogs.
Coach Boo might just stick to that play. If he's picking up 5 yards a pop, why fix what's not broken?
Minute 14 and counting. With the Bulldogs moving that ball. 2nd and 5. Reese and Lopez in the backfield. And had a tough time on that one, but he's still chugging pumping his feet, and it takes it to the 40.
Well, that was number 35, Ryan Smith, making the initial contact in the Bulldog backfield.
Timeout, Bulldogs.
There's that option again, Vic. He's reading that defensive end. That defensive end is doing a good job of staying home and keeping the quarterback, forcing him to give it right down the middle.
Maybe 2 for the Calexico Bulldogs.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Imperial Valley College, proud sponsor of VSN's live stream. By Driscoll's Custom Embroidery and Letterman Jackets. Desert RV and Towing, 24-hour towing on off-road recovery. Kaz Bros, custom T-shirts, signs, and banners. Burgers and Beer, the best burgers in town. And CR&R Incorporated, the face of a greener generation. Havens Landscaping, for all your landscaping material needs. Ojeda Industries, hydraulic service and repair. Imperial Flying Service, proud supporter of our U.S. military. Top Notch Barbershop, fresh fades, always a cutaway. RDO Equipment, nothing runs like a deer. Brawley Police Foundation, supporting a safe community through partnership with police. And Esqued Realty, the mark of excellence.
So 52 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Bulldogs look like they have something going.
3rd and short, that goes Andre Lopez taking it to the 26-yard line. A big gain, 1st and 10 for Calexico.
And that was number 6, Luis Jimenez.
Again called a timeout.
Or correction, number 5, Emiliano Morales making that tackle.
And another timeout is called with 45 seconds remaining in this first half. And more of our sponsors, we'd like to thank the IID, the Imperial Irrigation District, your local public water and energy company. Marianne Valenzuela Fenley, State Farm Insurance Agent in the Imperial Valley. Brasso's Fine Dining in Italian food. Intercare, improving the health and wellness of our community. The Dom Team for business, residential, and farmland real estate. Ivy Welding and Mechanical, industrial welding contractor. La Fonda Bar and Grill with our friend Tony Camacho. So thank you to all our sponsors who make this live stream possible, bringing to you every Friday night from the Chocolate Mountains to the Sea of Cortez, all along the border. Here we are at Cal Jones Field, Bulldogs and Spartans. Right now it's all Central Spartans. They're up 28-0, but Calexico is on the move and in Spartan territory at the 27 for Vic Carrillo and Ruben Castro. This is John Moreno coming to you live.
Hey,
1st and 10.
Vic, if you look at those linebackers, look at how hard they attack downhill. They're being set up for that slant pass again. See
Fake the dive, and there goes Israel Reese going into the air.
That's a hold.
And that is number 4, the intended Joshua Ramirez. But they had to try it. They had to go to the air,
You know, there was a lot of hand fighting there, but neither one of them could take control. Or
well, there's a flag on the field, and that was a holding by the defensive back.
And there's a lineman that's down. Number 73. Holding.
Joseph Guzman.
Holding Central. So that's going to give Calexico pretty good field position here late in the second quarter as
that penalty should give Calexico a 1st and 10 inside the 20 in the red zone. And that's exactly what we needed there.
They get him at the 16-yard line.
So if it's Joseph Guzman, number 73, that's shaken up, he's the left tackle. Who does Calexico have as a replacement for him?
Well, you know, they got several guys on the sideline to come in for him, to come in for Joseph. But then again, you know, how do you replace a Joseph Guzman? You know, Joseph is just, he's been the leader of the team ever since January. He was in the weight room at 7 o'clock, and he'd stay late for meetings. He'd watch video. He was ready to go this year as a senior.
Well, that leadership has been recognized by the coaching staff as he's been captain throughout the season, serving as a role model and mentor to his other teammates. So hopefully it's nothing serious, but there's 39 seconds remaining here on the in the first half. Calexico seems to be on the move. The ball is at inside the 20-yard line, at inside the 20 at the 17.
Joseph Guzman.
Well, they've got to get somebody in there to play that line.
Well, you know, he plays the right tackle or left tackle, and the quarterback is a left-handed passer.
So he would naturally go in that direction.
And here comes Eduardo Cáceres. Eduardo Cáceres is a nice replacement.
Number
Very
70.
Aggressive kid, yes. Better known as Chucho.
So in shotgun formation is Reese.
Andre Lopez going into the air.
Oh.
Intercepted.
That's number 5.
Morales taking it down the field. And Reese was looking for Diego Baez.
And Reese making that tackle there at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, Andre Lopez did a good job of knocking that guy down before he hit that next stride. Next stride, he was gone.
So you have a blocked punt, some interceptions, and here we are, 28-0, 28 seconds remaining.
And with 28 seconds, I'd see Centro throwing that big pass again.
So they'd like to put the nail in the coffin, go up by 35 at the half, play a running clock for the remaining 2 quarters.
Yeah.
Luis Jimenez dropping back, roll, shooting. And there's a flag.
But that's all. That kind of looked like an offensive pass interference on that one, more so than a defense.
Pass intended for Trejo.
So anything close, that flag is coming out.
I have a feeling they're going to call it offensive because number 3 was pushing off on number 17 as he had his back to the ball.
Goes against Calexico. So another 15-yard penalty. They'll get it around the 46 on the Calexico side.
Well, like I said, John, that's only a 15-yard gain if you really want a little bit of comfort, I think.
Well, left to right, the Spartan line with number 77, Alexander Sandoval, 79, Sergio Perez, 55, Edwin Contreras, Joshua Munoz, 65, and Andres Contreras, providing that protection to Jimenez.
And again, looking at Alex Trejo, incomplete.
He was guarded closely by number 17.
Vidal, Julian Vidal.
It looks like Calexico's trying to get into a 3-deep zone, John. And Vic, it looks like they're trying to get into a 3-deep zone, but there's a confusion going on because Julian was caught inside up over by the hash. Luckily, the Central guy ran a post pattern and ran right into the coverage.
No, 17 seconds.
We got trips to the right. Vidal, the lone receiver on the left side.
And Jimenez going to the air once again. And throws it in the right flat, incomplete. That was number 5. That's Emiliano Morales.
12.4 seconds left before the half.
So with a 3rd and 10.
And the Spartans will call a timeout.
And we'll be back with more in a minute on the Valley Sports Network. Back here live at Cal Jones Field, just about halftime, with the Spartans on a 3rd and 10 at the Bulldog 46. Up 28-0. Central has the football. Trips to the right. Jimenez and Viesca. Joshua Garcia split to the near side.
Now, what was that, a bubble screen or?
That was another tunnel screen. That number 9 went out 2 yards, came back, and he had 3 blockers out here. He was going to run between 2 of them. There's your tunnel, and he had number 55 leading the way.
Yeah, that's Joshua Garcia, number 9, split here to the near sideline.
And they just might come back and do it again.
So there's 11 seconds remaining. This could be the last play of the half, unless it's a pass play. They might be able to get 2 off.
Well, that's about all they have, Vic. It's 3rd down, and then they get
3rd and 10. At the 46, Jimenez screens. Joshua Garcia at midfield and finds a lot of room. And he stutter steps and takes it in the end zone like that.
Joshua Garcia.
Right here in the flat, and it was yards after the catch.
I told you they were coming right back to it.
Touchdown Centro.
It was wide open the first time, and it was wide open again.
He got a crucial block at the line of scrimmage, and then it was all Garcia after that as Central ups their total to 34-0 as we get set for the Malachi Rodriguez point after 10.
You know, number 61 for Calexico, the big lineman, he pulled way the hell over there, and it looked like he was going to make the play, and he just was 2 steps short.
A day late and $1 short.
Yeah.
And 35-0 here in the ending seconds of the first half. But yeah, that was a great play by Joshua Garcia, who was fast and nobody around him.
You know, Central did a good job of outnumbering Calexico on that play. Like I said, they pulled that big number 55, and once you get big number 55 on defensive backs, it's...
Well, you know, as it was developing, it looked like Calexico had enough defenders there to stop it. But all of a sudden, a hip move and a shake and bake, and all of a sudden he was off to the races.
And gone.
So credit the athleticism of Josh Garcia.
Squib kick. Dominic Flores inside the 10. Needs a little breakaway, and he'll take it to about the 24.
Well,
and that's the end of the first half, 35-0 Central, and we'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
You just have to get in the seat of the new John Deere Gator XUV. Not because it puts work in its place, but because all this versatility kind of just makes your day.
The Brawley Police Foundation is an independent, nonprofit organization that provides grant funding and crucial resources to the Brawley Police Department, with programs that would normally not be funded. These programs directly improve public safety and enhance the quality of life for our citizens.
Now's a better time than ever to get valuable rebates from IID that can help lower your energy bill. IID will double the rebates it pays you when you act before October 31st, 2024 to replace qualified old appliances, AC systems, thermostats, variable speed pool pumps, and much more with eligible energy-conscious upgrades. Apply for IID's double rebate incentive online or call 760-482-3656. IID encourages everyone to take advantage of this opportunity in celebration of Public Power Month.
Grosso's, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1955. Family owned and operated. Located at 1902 West Main Street, El Centro. Grosso's is open Wednesday through Sunday at 5 p.m. Order to go or come in for the Italian dining experience. InnerCare since 1970. When it comes to healthcare, InnerCare is here to help. With locations throughout the Imperial Valley. InnerCare, improving the health and wellness of the community.
Whether you're looking to purchase or sell, your next home awaits. Give the Dom team a call. With over 50 years of experience and over 100 years in the Imperial Valley, Andy and Doug can help you find the right home at the right price fast. Visit us online at www.thedomteam.com and let Andrew and Doug find the perfect home for you. Call today, 760-337-8600.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
We're here at Burgers and Beer with the best burgers in town.
We get to sit together and enjoy the great food.
I like from Burgers and Beers and the lemonade.
For the fresh iced tea, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
This is wonderful, very fast, very efficient. I love the great food and family environment.
I love the burgers and the customer service.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
Havens and Sons Trucking is located at 603 East Main Street in El Centro and is a business specialized in gravel, rock, stone, fill dirt, base, landscape rock, topsoil sand, and all your hauling needs.
Ojeda Industries is here to offer solutions with exceptional products and services for all your agricultural, industrial, and power transmission needs. It's Ojeda Industries, hydraulic repair service in Brawley at 1698 Jones Street. Call us at 760-623-7299.
Imperial Flying Service, taking care of the entire Imperial Valley with all your aviation fuel needs. Imperial Flying Service is a proud supporter of our U.S. military, the aviation community, and all Imperial Valley communities.
es el mejor momento para recibir valiosos reembolsos. IID le puede ayudar a reducir su factura eléctrica porque le pagará el doble en reembolsos si actúa antes del 31 de octubre 2024 para reemplazar electrodomésticos viejos que califiquen, como aires acondicionados, termostatos, bombas de agua para albercas y mucho más. Puede aplicar al doble incentivo de IID en línea o llame al 760-482-3656. IID invita a todos a aprovechar esta oportunidad y celebrar la Semana de Energía Pública.
Casbros, it's that time of year again. Team shirt options are available and ready to go out for adult, youth, and toddler sizes. Call us and let us know how we can help at 760-550-6878.
We are Sewing Exchange, a garment manufacturing company. We manufacture to customer specifications. We do cut and sew, sublimation, uniforms, and we have low MOQs. You can contact us at 442-231-8527 or email sewingexchangeinc@gmail.com, and we are located at 321 East Main Street, El Centro, California.
A special thanks to George Padilla for providing the vehicles for tonight's event. For our second selection of tonight's show, feel free to sing along to the song, Hey Baby. Our second queen tonight, the candidate is Janelle Herrera Thomas. Janelle is 17 years old and the daughter of Selena Herrera and Larry Joe Thomas. In the future, she plans on attending a 4-year university in California, leaning towards UCSD and hopes to be a sonographer. Janelle is currently involved in varsity volleyball, ASB, and the Southeastern Athletic Council. Tonight, Janelle is escorted by her mother, Selena Herrera. the third selection tonight's show, the band will perform a song made famous by Little Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5. Here's I'll Be There. Third Queen candidate tonight is Lily Rodriguez. Ladies and gentlemen, Lily is celebrating her 17th birthday today. And she is the daughter of Salvador and Johanna Rodriguez. In the near future, she plans on attending a university in California to study criminal justice. Lily is currently involved in varsity wrestling, varsity flag football, law academy, and the Great Spartan Band. Tonight, Lily is escorted by her father, Salvador Rodriguez. As the homecoming candidates make their way down the field, the band will play their final selection. Here is My Girl. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's hear it for Alana Ortiz, Janelle Herrera Thomas, and Lily Rodriguez. Tonight, we welcome back Harmony Hernandez, former homecoming queen from the graduating class of 2024. Harmony is last year's Great Spartan Band trumpet section leader and is currently attending Imperial Valley College as a music major. Again, a special thank you to George Padilla for providing those beautiful vehicles for tonight's event. And now, drum roll, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. Your 2024 homecoming queen is... Janelle Herrera. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's hear it for your queen, Janelle Herrera-Thomas. And a big hand for all the other candidates, Helena Ortiz and Lily Rodriguez. Happy birthday, Lily. Ladies and gentlemen, the 24th annual IBME.
October is here with spine-chilling deals at Centro Motors. Drive away in a 2024 Ford Bronco with an APR as low as 3.9% plus up to $2,000 cash back on select models. Or if you prefer, get a 2024 F-150 with an APR as low as 1.9% $1,000 cash back and an extra $1,000 when you trade in your vehicle. And remember, if you don't come see us first, we can't save you any money. It's just that easy at Centro Motors.
Tire Company. We are a local, family-owned business specializing in tires and automotive needs. We are located at 114 Main Street, El Centro. Call us at 760-352-1721. Imperial Valley College is the #1 community college in the nation. Winner of the 2023 Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence.
You just have to get in the seat of the new John Deere Gator XUV. Not because it puts work in its place, but because all this versatility kind of just makes your day.
The Brawley Police Foundation is an independent, nonprofit organization that provides grant funding and crucial resources to the Brawley Police Department, with programs that would normally not be funded. These programs directly improve public safety and enhance the quality of life for our citizens.
Well, we're back here live at Cal Jones Field. The halftime ceremony is just completed, and we like to thank the Central ASB for putting on a great halftime show, as well as the mighty Spartan Band. They did a lot of good numbers there from the 70s, Vic, from the 60s.
The 60s, and the cars were from the 60s. Beautiful cruisers.
Yeah, the 56 and a 65.
So the great Spartan marching band highlighting the performance here at halftime, entertaining
And the Bulldogs will receive
the audience with their musical selections from Michael Jackson to the Temptations.
And Miguel Vega with a kickoff to Dominic Flores. Dominic Flores fielding it in the 10, inside the 10. Breaking a few tackles and penalty flags on the field.
Looks like we had a face mask on that, John.
Well, you have to admire the hustle of Marshall Cano, number 51, a senior on the kickoff coverage team for the Central Spartans. He's been in pursuit on every kickoff, forcing the return man to cut back before he wants to and allowing his teammates to come in and converge. But I credit Cano with all that success on the coverage team.
There looks like some action in the stands, but more action on the playing field with 11:48 remaining in the third quarter.
Well, Ruben with the score 35-0 in favor of the hosting Central Spartans. What does Coach Solano tell his Bulldogs in the locker room during the halftime?
I guarantee you that Coach Solano asked them, what score is it now? And they all answered 0-0. We're coming back the second half, and we're going to give it everything we have.
Ah, that's a good way to put it.
And it's a face mask penalty against Central, so Bulldogs will move have the ball moved up to inside the 45 at the 43.
So their performance in the classroom in their math classes doesn't matter right now, as it's an even slate 0-0.
They're not even looking
Lopez,
at the scoreboard.
So Lopez crossing the 45 into the 48. A pickup of 6.
Lopez, a gain of about 5, maybe 6.
Calexico coaches are looking to suck them linebackers in so that they could get that RPO right behind them. That same RPO that Esqued would pick off last year. Remember the little Esqued?
Yes, Marco,
that's it, Marco.
2nd and 4 from the 49. Calexico with a football. Again to Andre Lopez. Looks like he may have gotten a first down. So a gain of 4 yards.
That's a first down.
So Calexico moving the chains.
Well, they're running behind the blocking of Eduardo Cáceres and Luis Vasquez, trying to get some running room and give these Bulldog running backs a chance of accomplishment and positivity here starting out the second half.
Well, it looks to me like Coach Solano really wants to keep the ball on the ground, get some points on the board, and knock some time off the clock.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Lopez right up the
Again,
middle, time, a gain of about 4.
Andre Lopez
brings him second,
just
and
pounding
6
up the middle.
for the Bulldogs.
He's just following that big guard, Luis Vasquez, through that hole, through that A-gap. And Luis Vasquez is doing a good job of picking up that inside backer and creating about 4 or 5 yards for Lopez to pick up.
So a 2nd and 6 for Calexico at the 43.
Chris Fernandez, number 71, over center. Guevara and Vasquez and Cáceres along. Is Guzman back in the ball game, or is he out?
He's still out.
Arras Silva with the ball coming around the left side and stopped.
Lowering his shoulder. Just met at the line of scrimmage. Silva, no gain.
Yeah, they ran that same play they ran in the first quarter, the one that picked up 15 yards where Arras brought it outside. It's called a BJ.
And that was the rover, Emiliano Morales, number 5, making that immediate tackle on Silva. So it'll be 3rd and 7. If you just joined us, the third quarter's just underway, 9:15 remaining here in the third quarter.
The ball at the 44.
35-0 in favor of the Spartans.
And you go with Aaron
Lopez.
Lopez finds a huge hole and takes it inside the 30 to the 25.
Running behind the blocking of Chris Fernandez and Alexander Guevara.
You know, shades of greatness here. What are you going to do? Or that's all you got to do.
You know, Coach Torres is doing a good job of calling this game. He's running that A gap. They get those tackles sucked in, and then comes that buck sweep right off tackle.
Toward the outside.
Towards the outside, right off that C gap.
So 1st and 10, move the change for Calexico at the ball at the 24 going in.
Arras Silva, the wing back there, in motion.
And he fumbles the ball. It looked like he was going to give it, but
he was going to give it to 27 on
Andre Lopez.
Andre Lopez, and it looked like Lopez didn't want to give it back.
Well, that's a read all the way. The quarterback's looking right at that defensive end, number 30. I think that kid's name is Noah. And he saw that Noah stayed home, and he tried to pull the ball out to take it back up the middle, and it looked like Lopez pulled the ball right out of his hands.
Well, Calexico still retains possession. 2nd and 12. The ball at the 27-yard line.
And that is Andre Lopez. Runs into his lineman, but finds room toward the left side and picks up 5.
You've got to be impressed with his run after contact. You know, he doesn't go down on the first hit. He keeps those legs, moving and moving forward.
You know, he's not a very light kid. He weighs about 210 pounds, and he brings lumber when he hits you.
Bar lumber.
So it's a 3rd and 7, the ball at the 22-yard line.
Give it to him again. Andre Lopez takes it to the 20.
And he's slowed up by number 12, Francisco Terrell.
And number 30, Noah Flores. And let me give a shout out to that kid, Noah Flores. He's my nephew.
Okay.
And let me give you a little background on him. Coach Canchola was his Pop Warner coach. So he raised him, and Coach Canchola tried to get him to Calexico, but his parents wouldn't have it. They live in El Centro.
Coach Canchola was also the Pop Warner coach for Luis Jimenez, the quarterback.
Coach Canchola has been a coach for many people. Coach Canchola is a great person and a great coach. I mean, I love that man, and I know the kids admire him.
To Andre Lopez. And takes it to the 15. Is that good enough for a first down?
It's right there, John. It might be about a few inches short.
What?
So he didn't quite make it.
Noah Flores, your nephew, made the initial contact to bring him down. And so Calexico's bid move those chains beyond the 15-yard line, come to an end, and the Spartans with 6:21 remaining here in the third quarter, leading 35-0 to 0, will take over on downs.
6:21 remaining in the third quarter. Spartans at their own 15-yard line. Jimenez and Viesca in the backfield.
Seems to have been some confusion on the Calexico's defense. Needed to take a timeout early in the third quarter.
And we'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
Now's a better time than ever to get valuable rebates from IID that can help lower your energy bill. IID will double the rebates it pays you when you act before October 31st, 2024 to replace qualified old appliances, AC systems, thermostats, variable speed pool pumps, and much more with eligible energy-conscious upgrades. Apply for IID's double rebate incentive online or call 760-482-3656. IID encourages everyone to take advantage of this opportunity in celebration of Public Power Month.
Grosso's, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1955. Family owned and operated. Located at 1902 West Main Street, El Centro. Grosso's is open Wednesday through Sunday at 5 p.m. Order to go or come in for the Italian dining experience.
We're back here live at Cal Jones Field. The Spartans with the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Held the Bulldogs on that 4th down.
Movement on the line, John.
False start.
The
So they'll back to the 10-yard line.
First down, first and about 15.
Fake the dive, a swing pass. Number 21 caught. CJ Acosta.
Nice defensive play by Calexico. Hey, I'd like to take a little chance here, John, to give a little shout out to Calexico's freshman team.
Do it.
Who've been doing a great job of working hard all season long. They came in June of this year, right at the day after they got out of junior high. And they're a very hard-working group, John. Let me tell you, there's 36 kids there that are just busting their butts.
Every day.
Every day.
Can't let up. Viesca with a wildcat. And that's number 18, number 10 for Calexico. That's Daniel Escobar on the stop. And they get to
3rd and a long 8 for the Spartans.
They get to the 18-yard line.
Noah!
3rd and 8.
Huh?
Viesca again. Waited a while, but decided to take it up the field anyway. Took it to the 20.
He's going to be short.
Did a good job of cutting it up against the grain there and picking up a couple more yards.
And injured Spartan.
Looks like it'd be number 55.
Number 55. Edwin Contreras. Edwin Contreras. And he's getting up. And he's on his own. So
walking off the field, Edwin Contreras.
4:41 remaining in the 3rd quarter. And the Spartans with a 4th and 4 from their own 21-yard line.
4:41 the 3rd.
Looks like they're going to punt it away.
53, Javier Galindo.
Back to receive for the Bulldogs, number 21.
Punting.
That's Dominic Flores.
And Dominic Flores standing inside his 45-yard line. Spiral. Fair catch, Dominic Flores at the 44. Excellent punt by number 53, Daniel Estrada. Javier Galindo.
Hey, John, as long as we're here and giving shout-outs, I'd also like to give a shout-out to my coaching staff on the freshman team, Kiki Alvarado and Ziggy Hereda. great guys, hard workers, and doing a good job of preparing these freshmen for their future.
That's where it starts. You've got a quota of shout-outs now, Ruben. The quota's 3.
So, Ruben, how many kids on your freshman team come from Pop Warner programs?
3.
3, so the rest are learning from scratch.
The rest are learning from scratch and probably played their first football in flag football last year.
Andre Lopez picking up 4.
Gain of about 3, maybe 4.
Andre Lopez on the run.
So do the kids play at the park anymore, or tackle football or touch football on the street or in the front yard or backyard?
You know what? I think they play football with their video games. That's the bottom line.
There's no tackle the guy with a ball, right, at the playground in elementary school.
You don't see much. Coach Mario Moreno, the senior who had the injured knee at Palo Verde.
Yeah.
He takes the linemen out on Saturdays to the park, and they work drills, and he's doing a good job, Mario.
2nd and 5 from 49.
Nice
and
counter.
That was extremely nice. And that's number 3, Leonel Canchola, coming back in there and just faked everybody out.
That had us faked out, John.
We were looking back here, and he was going up by the hash mark.
It was a great job setting that play up, John.
They set up so well, I was looking at the popcorn vendor.
I was expecting it to happen any time now. They run that buck, they run that belly, they run that buck, they run that belly. They get the linebackers biting straight at that fullback. Fullback runs past it, and they give it right to that B-back.
And Canchola, like he's in the slot there.
Well, they have a first down at the
tight end,
44-yard line of Central.
It's called the load formation.
Back to Andre Lopez, left side, gets a first down, and he's still on his feet almost to the 20-yard line.
Left side, it'll be a first down for the Bulldogs.
You look like Earl Campbell of the Houston Oilers, just bowling over players.
You know what? The guards did a great job of pulling and blocking. Good old Alexander got out there and got a block on, and Lopez got right around him and in for some big yards. It's a great Trojan run.
Yeah, Alexander Guevara, number 64, providing that running lane for Lopez.
1st and 10 for Calexico at the 24. 2:40 remaining in the third quarter.
So Reese still at the helm at quarterback. In spread formation.
All right, Jose Fernandez is in there, kind of reversing it. And that's number 4, Armas. Joshua Ramirez
for the Bulldogs.
So Ramirez picking up some yardage there.
Second down.
A gain of 4.
That was a nice setup reverse there. It was beautiful. Now it seems like the coaching staff is opening up those misdirection plays now. They got Centro going in one direction, and they come right back the other.
So as far as an offensive game plan during the week that you're planning for your opponent, how many plays do you work into a practice in the 4 days of preparation?
Well, if you really look at it, we run 6 plays, but it's run out of 15 different formations. So they look like they're different plays, and it really isn't. It's the same play being run out of formations. For example, right now, Calexico's been in the load formation where they bring the tackle over and they create an unbalanced line. So they try to get Central's defense out of alignment, and it looks like they got them a couple of times on this series.
So it's not like running a 6-3 where the defensive ends have a contained assignment versus a 5-4 where the defensive ends on a 5-man front are pinching in. Now it's just a 3-man front, maybe 4, and that's being excessive.
Third and 3 from the 17.
Another broken play.
Yep, another broken play to bring up a 4th down, but go ahead, Ruben.
What I like to teach a quarterback to do is to count the defense. Because if you count it right down the middle, usually defenses are balanced. They run 5 guys to one side, 5 guys to another, and a safety right the middle, so you call it 5.5 and 5.5. The load formation, forces the defense to overload one side of the line, which sets up either a 3 or a 4-man side. And that's where they got Central on that one Trojan play that they ran out to the sideline to Lopez.
So you isolate 3 or 4, and then you flood the zone with 5 blockers.
Exactly.
4th and 3. Calexico going for it. Ball at the 17. And Jose Fernandez, does he get the 3 yards?
He got back to the line of scrimmage on that.
That was a direct snap to him, John, like the Wildcat.
Let me see the hands, Spartan fans. Let me see the hands. This ball.
So, starting the 4th quarter, that 3rd quarter, no score for nobody.
Is it the 4th quarter, but we have a raffle winner.
And so the Spartans, after 2 quarters of play, led 35-0. And going into the 4th quarter, the score remains the same, 35-0 in favor of the Central Spartans.
0545173. Red ticket. The last 3 are 173. The winning prize is $105. And you may pick up that prize at the snack bar. 0545173. Red ticket.
Well, the score remains the same, 0-0 in the second half, just what Solano talks to the guys about.
That's right. They played a stellar 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can continue that effort to get the same result going into the 4th quarter.
So we have a new quarterback in there, number 11 for Central. That's Nathan Orozco. And a new running back, number 4, with a handoff. Number 4 is Fidel Camarena.
Nathan Orozco hands it over to the running back, number 4, Fidel Camarena.
And a pickup of a yard or 2.
2nd and 8.
Second and 8 for Orozco. And Camarena finds room on the outside. And Canchola is there, bringing him down. Leonel Canchola brings him down at the 45.
What a great track and tackle by Canchola. That ball looked to be gone, and Canchola just got the angle on him and came up high and pulled him down by the shoulder pads.
So he made a tackle with authority. Anyway, it's a first down, 10:52 remaining here in the 4th quarter. If you just joined us, ladies and gentlemen, the Spartans raced out to an early and quick 35-0 lead and haven't looked back.
Like I said, those linebackers for Calexico, a little undersized, but tough as nails. They'll let you know you've been in the game with them.
So we have trips to the near side. John Moreno with a call.
1st and 10, Orozco and Camarena. Camarena with a handoff.
And the give again is to Del Camarena.
And he's gaining another 7 yards on the carry.
And those were 7 tough yards, John, as he's a hard-charging runner. The future bodes well for the Spartans.
Well, but next week, Calexico will host Southwest, and the Spartans will, do they have a bye next week? Because it's Brawley and Imperial.
Right, so it is a bye.
Or I think they've already had a bye. We'll have to look that up.
I think they have 2 byes this year. You know, John, were there cancellations with the what Bulb Globe early in the season where teams were forced to delay the start of the game time when the temperatures were too hot?
Going to the outside, and almost brought down, still on his feet, and he keeps on going and stopped by number 88.
That's Valdez.
35 yards.
Aaron Valdez.
So there's no quit in Camarena as he keeps spinning and churning those legs, and it seems like he has a nose for the end zone.
Yeah, Central will have a bye next week.
So we've got time called.
And we'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
Intercare since 1970. When it comes to healthcare, Intercare is here to help, with locations throughout the Imperial Valley. Intercare, improving the health and wellness of the community.
Whether you're looking to purchase or sell, your next home awaits. Give the Dom team a call. With over 50 years of experience and over 100 years in the Imperial Valley, Andy and Doug can help you find the right home at the right price fast. Visit us online at www.thedomteam.com and let Andrew and Doug find the perfect home for you. Call today, 760-337-8600.
Back here live, 1st and 10. That's Orozco, and brought down again by Leonel Canchola and number 17, Julian Vidal. So a gain of 6 yards for quarterback keeper. 8:48 remaining in the football game.
You know, talking about the experience of the defensive line for Calexico, John, you know, you look at number 61, Pedro Ortiz, played his first year of football last year as a freshman and starting at varsity as a sophomore. Then you got Marcel over there at number 67. Now that kid just came on about 6 weeks ago and played his first football game 6 weeks ago.
Wow, where have they been? Orozco and Camarena in the backfield. 2nd and short. Camarena, but brought down by number 55.
Right up the middle.
Vasquez.
Met by number 55, Luis Vasquez.
He was grabbing him by his neck.
Yeah, that little guy, number 4, he doesn't want to have anything with Luis Vasquez. He's got to watch out. Luis Vasquez is a big 6'1", 250-pound defensive end.
So that was Fidel Camarena, a sophomore running back.
Number 4.
Well, welcome to Imperial Valley League varsity football action. For some, it's a taste of honey.
7.5 minutes to go. 3rd and 4 from the 18. Camarena left side. Lots of room. Takes it inside the 10 for a 1st and goal. A gain of 8-9 yards.
Well, this drive has been all Camarena.
Well, that was a great read by the quarterback. He saw that defensive end come down, try to pick up that little dive, and just let it go and went outside.
Just like the late John McKay at SC, when they asked him why he was giving O.J. Simpson the football so much, he said, well, it's not heavy.
Yeah.
J.K. McKay. 6.5 remaining. 1st and goal, Central. Orozco and Camarena in the backfield. Reserves in there. Give it to Orozco, Camarena.
Camarena running hard. There is a penalty on the field.
Nice play. That ball's coming back to the 20-yard line on that hold on that tackle out there.
Hold it against the Spartans.
Student section's having a great time here on the Central bench. That's the beautiful thing about football.
What is that?
The celebrations.
Oh, yeah.
The cheers.
The carnival atmosphere.
The carnival atmosphere.
Friday night lights, John.
Nothing like it. First and goal from the 18. Camarena left side again. And brought down immediately by number 88.
Valdez.
Initial hit.
To bring up second down. Gain of about 4, maybe 5.
Good job by Aaron Valdez coming up from a safety spot.
Well, regardless of the score being 35-0, this is a great learning experience for these young Calexico Bulldogs that haven't had much game experience, and to be able to scrimmage and play against someone else other than your teammate in practice, you know, this is something that they'll carry on to the next game and next year. It's called seasoning.
Orozco rolling out this way. And won't find anything.
And that was Conchola in there to make that stop. You know that Conchola is a natural football player. He has a nose for the ball.
Yes, he does. He's a great kid. He also wrestles, by the way.
And I think he was running track too, wasn't
and he runs track. He's a three-sport athlete.
You know, I thought he was helping park cars last week at the last home game.
That was a great play by Luis Vasquez, keeping that ball inside of him, doing his job as a defensive end.
3rd and goal from the 17. 4 minutes remaining in this football game. Orozco and Camarena in the backfield for the Spartans. Orozco looking, rolling. Airs it out. Tip drill and incomplete. Looks like it was intended for number 25.
There's a penalty flag.
Looks like we have a roughing the passer out there.
Right there in the vicinity of the quarterback as he was releasing the football, rolling out to his left, trying to throw across his body.
Wow.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Personal foul, roughing the passer. Penalties offset. So they'll run that play again. 3rd and goal from the 17.
Ladies and gentlemen, this broadcast is the sole property of VSN, the Valley Sports Network. Any reproduction or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the owners is strictly prohibited. So the running clock. The Spartans come out of the huddle, the ball at the 17-yard line. It's 3rd and 17. 3rd and goal from the 17.
That's right, Vic. Orozco rolling. And getting pressured by Julian York.
Got him.
And Julian York initially bringing it down with Luis Vasquez way back at the 40.
Wow. That's a 20-yard loss on that, John.
So it'll be, yeah.
A 24-yard loss if they mark it at the 41.
So 4th and goal.
This score just in, Calipatria 36, Palo Verde 18, that's in the 4th quarter.
Wow.
And
you know, Tony Leon has really turned around that Calipatria Hornet program.
Yes, he has. They got the speedy quarterback over there that just does fantastic work.
And getting set to punt. And good, they let it go into the end zone, so it'll bring it back at the 20. So Calexico, with a minute and a half to go in this football game, down 35-0, will have one more shot as the waning seconds of the 4th quarter trickle down.
Okay, my picks for player of the game are Josh Garcia.
I like both those too.
And we have some updates here. Brawley and Southwest. Brawley 48, Southwest 0. And last night, Vincent Memorial lost to Hauteville 52-14, and Kelapet over Palo Verde 22-18, and that's in the late in the third quarter.
That's something, John. You know, Palo Verde. What has happened to Palo Verde this season?
Well, you know, it seemed like they rode the coattails of the wing T, the single wing, when they went to the CIF championship 2 consecutive years. And then I don't know if the illness of Wally Grant with his cancer,
We would like to thank our sponsors this evening.
Yeah, when they played Vincent Memorial 2 weeks ago at Southwest High School, they abandoned their offense and went to a power I, and they ended up losing 21-6. So I don't know what's happening up in Blythe, in Palo Verde.
I didn't realize. I think there must have been some type of injury for them to make that big adjustment and just totally get out of their foot-to-foot, double tight, double wing, 5 yards in the cloud of dust offense.
Israel Ruiz going deep. There is Ortega. Pass is caught at the 50. And he's
completed to number 40.
And he's wrestled down by number 41, Richard Vega, along with number 17,
6'3" receiver, Calexico.
Ryan Gonzalez. But a first down for Calexico with 40 seconds remaining here in the ball game.
Timeout, Calexico.
We also like to thank Envision Team Affinity Mortgage, Mr. Tempo, El Centro.
There's a timeout on the field.
Dogwood Auto Body, Apple Repair,
And
Cell Phone Restoration.
we'd like to thank some of our sponsors who have made this broadcast possible.
La Cachanilla.
The Sewing Exchange, La Fonda Bar and Grill, Esquer Realty, Arctic Air Conditioning and Heating, El Centro Motors, Sanders Architecture and Engineering, State Farm, Marianne Valenzuela Fenley, Burgers and Beer, Ivy Welding and Mechanical, Fred Baeza, Keystone HR with Robbie Herrera, and CR&R Waste Management, the face of a greener generation. And so Calexico with a 1st and 10 with 38 seconds and counting, down at the Spartan 48. Israel Ruiz going to go to the air one more time. Looking for number 4. Is it incomplete? Number 4 is Joshua Ramirez.
Ramirez turning around, trying to catch the ball on his outside shoulder. Almost came up with a circus catch, but to no avail. It falls incomplete. But, you know, I like the release of the quarterback, Israel Ruiz. I mean, we didn't realize that he had that ability, you know, but with the clock running here, the late stages of the game, it's a little, too late.
Well, they were going to shake hands, and now they're coming back onto the field. And now it's over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And a 35-0 victory for the Central Spartans. And we'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
We're here at Burgers and Beer with the best burgers in town.
We get to sit together and enjoy the great food.
I like when Burgers and Beer is in the lemonade.
For the fresh iced tea, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
This is wonderful, very fast, very efficient. I love the great food and family environment.
I love the burgers and the customer service.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
Havens and Sons Trucking is located at 603 East Main Street in El Centro and is a business specialized in gravel, rock, stone, fill dirt, base, landscape rock, topsoil sand, and all your hauling needs.
Well, we're back here live for our postgame, Vic, with Coach Ruben Castro, and looking at the players of the game tonight for Central. They put an outstanding display of running and passing and blocking and tackling, and 35-0 over Calexico.
Well, it was an explosive first half, and the Spartans got off to a quick start, racing out to a 21-0 lead behind Josh Garcia and Viesca, and so those are the players of the game for Burgers and Beer. All agreed, gentlemen?
All agreed.
So, Ruben, you up here tonight. This is not the first time you've been with us before. I think about maybe 10 years ago when we were at Imperial, and we had Joe Apodaca come up there at that time. But tell us, how did you feel about calling this game and giving your coach's analysis?
You know something, and on a Friday night, the only thing that makes sense to me is high school football, John.
Right.
It just makes sense to be here. And it's a great feeling to be a part of something bigger than anything else, to be part of Bulldog football and its traditions, and to be here at the rivalry with the Spartans. It's an incredible feeling.
Right. Well, we certainly appreciated your keen insight from the coach's point of view, and really made the game simple for our viewing audience to understand.
Well, we thought we were watching film on Saturday morning after a football game.
Well, I want to thank you guys for inviting me up here. It was a great experience. I always tell the freshman guys, you go out in life and you experience everything you can. Right. Even the stuff you don't think you're going to like, you have to get an experience so that you can at least say, I don't like it.
And that's when you discover talents you never knew you had.
Exactly.
And you discovered broccoli, John.
So Calexico now will host Southwest for homecoming. Central has a bye. Brawley and Imperial will get it on next Friday, and I think that's going to be the game of the year. These two top teams in the IVL. You've got Imperial at the top now. The power rankings out of San Diego CIF. You got Imperial. You got Brawley. You got Central. You got Hopeville. You've got Vincent, Calexico. Then you've got Palo Verde, Calapat, and Southwest.
Well, there's a difference in attitude and focus, John. Mm-hmm. The Imperial Tigers are hungry for a championship, and they know coming into this season with a talented team that they had to win the IVL, they had to go through Central first, which they did 2 weeks ago, and then with Brawley next week, so they can claim the title outright. They're currently undefeated. And if it's going to happen, it's going to happen this year.
Yeah, because it's been about 10 years since Imperial had beaten Central or Brawley when they had Royce Freeman.
Right.
And now they've got this outstanding team under the direction of Coach David Shaw.
And two outstanding young running backs in Darren Wessel, a freshman, and the new addition, Rashad Robinson, who's played 2 games, averaging over 160 yards rushing, and he's really lit the fire. And he's the cherry on the top. With Imperial, they have a lot of depth. They have a standout quarterback in Jared Ayala and an outstanding receiving core led by Gio Robles, that 6'5" junior receiver.
He's an outstanding player.
Right.
Noah's dad and Noah's uncles, they're fantastic people. And
no, absolutely, yeah. And so, that Brawley Imperial, Calexico Southwest, that'll be the ending almost for Calexico's last league game, and then they have, of course, the rivalry with a strong Vincent team in battle for the border. But we're looking for some pretty good matchups next week. Like I said, Brawley and Imperial. Hopefully VSN. I'm sure VSN is going to get that one.
How could you miss it?
You can't miss that one. That is going to be the game of the year.
That's for the IVL.
That's for the IVL. And, we did Imperial and Central a couple of weeks ago, which was an outstanding game. And Imperial took, had the better shot at that one. And then, Calexico Southwest, who's going to finish with a 1 win, So that's another matchup because both the teams are lower rated, but it should be an interesting game as well.
You know what I find interesting, John, is that in Division 4, Calexico is ranked right now at this time number 7. And if we were to go into playoffs today, they'd be playing Coronado at home because Coronado's ranked number 8. And it would be fantastic.
Didn't Coronado, they played Hopeville, didn't they?
I believe they did, and Hopeville just put a good one on.
Yeah, they did. And so that's an interesting concept there, Ruben. So, as I'm looking here, we're looking at Hopeville played Coronado, and it was 54-14 victory on Hopeville's part. So Coronado right now is minus 24. We're minus 19. I mean, Calexico's minus 19. So that would be an interesting matchup. But
Calexico's going to go up in the rankings after this game. Believe it or not, you know, they lose. We know we took a loss 35-0.
But yeah,
we're going to get positive points in the ranking.
Well, I'd like to thank all our listening audience, all our sponsors that made this program available to you on YouTube. I'd like to thank our program director, Mr. Will Torres at VSN, and our technician in the booth, Jose Alejos, our cameraman, Luis Panchito Garcia, and we missed our second cameraman, Mario Camacho, and of course, Ruben Castro for giving us the coach's insight. And hopefully we'll see Butch next week or in a couple of weeks, whenever he's available. Thank you, Butch Morales. And join us next week from the Chocolate Mountains to the Sea of Cortez, all along the border on a Friday night, when VSN will probably be hosting both Brawley, Imperial, and Calexico Southwest. We'll confirm that. Again, tonight's final score, Centro 35, Calexico 0 for Vic Carrillo and Ruben Castro. This is John Moreno saying good night on the Imperial Valley Sports Network.